Hello, my name is Josh Hagan, and I'm an international judo coach based out of Canada. And today I want to walk you through how to create a basic training plan using Athlete Analyzer and how to share it with your athletes. In Athlete Analyzer, all the athletes have their own individual training and competition calendar. As a coach, you can plan individually directly in one of the athletes' training calendars or create a training plan for multiple athletes at the same time. The best option for most coaches is to first create a general training plan and then, if needed, make individual changes. Today, we're going to first create a basic training plan and then see how you can make a few individual adjustments to it. It will also show you how to easily reuse workouts and exercises that you create. So let's get started. To create a training plan, you start by going to Training Plans in the left menu. Click on Create Training Plan. You'll be asked to give your plan a name. A good name is something that describes which athletes are going to follow this plan. For example, seniors, juniors, or cadets. Basically, which athletes are going to have roughly the same training program. You do not have to think in terms of seasons or dates. A training plan can be updated whenever you need to, so no need to create a new plan for every season or training period your team enters. Let's call the plan Juniors. The first thing you see is an empty calendar. It works similar to most digital calendars like Google or Outlook. Just click on a time slot to plan an event or training. Let's plan something for Tuesday morning. Now you need to select what you want to plan. You can plan workouts, events, and competitions. I want to plan a workout. I can either pick workout I've created before or create a new one. You can also pick one of Athlete Analyzer's standard workouts that are available to all users. Athlete Analyzer is all about reusing what you've already created, meaning that the more you plan, the faster the planning gets. In this case, I decide I want to create a new workout. The first thing I want to do is give the workout a name. A good name is something that describes the content or purpose of the workout. For example, Judo Randori training, core strength, or running intervals. You should not name your workout something like Monday training because maybe you want to plan it on another day later. Good names also help other coaches and athletes in your team find the right workout. I will create a basic strength workout focusing on developing core strength. So I enter Strength Development A. If I create a slightly different version later, I can name it B, and so on. Next, I will give an estimate on how hard I expect this workout will be for my athletes. Athlete Analyzer uses Borg's RPE scale, going from 1 to 10, where 10 is the highest possible exertion. This expectation helps me to plan my training, and it also makes it possible to view a prediction of internal training load and future performance level of my athletes. The athletes can also see how hard each workout is expected to be and prepare accordingly. In a future video, we will look at Athlete Analyzer can help adjusting a training plan to reach optimal performance before an important competition. I select 6, somewhat hard. I don't believe this will be too hard on my athletes. If you want, you can provide instruction to your athletes in the description field. You should not write down exercises here because you will add exercises to your workout in the final step. Here you need to select a general category of training your workouts belong to. Select what it mostly achieves. It is mostly cardio, strength, or technique training. I select strength. Now it's time to add exercises to the workout. You can either use existing exercises or create your own. Athlete Analyzer comes with a basic set of exercises to get you started. I start by adding warm-up, and I expect that my athletes to understand what this means. Here I select how long I wish the warm-up to last, and I'm going to set it to 10 minutes. Next, I want to add power clean. I start by typing and then select the exercise. I can now select how many sets, repetitions, and the load or weight the athlete should use. 2 sets of 5 repetitions with 60 kilograms. With this button, I copy the exercise. I do this because I want my athletes to use slightly less load for the next 3 sets. So I increase the sets by 1 and reduce the load by 5 kilograms. If you prefer to use pounds instead of kilos, you can select that in your profile. In a later video, I'll show you how to plan with a percentage of each athlete's 1 repetition maximum instead of specifying the final loads. Next exercise is front squats. I select my sets, repetitions, and loads. I want my athletes to start with a lower weight and then increase and finish with the starting weight again. I can easily change the order of the exercises by dragging them like this. I add 3 sets of push press as well. You can also create your own exercises. Start by giving your exercise a name. The name should only describe which exercise this is. Do not add any loads or repetitions to the name. You want to be able to reuse your exercise many times. In this case, I want to create basic pull-ups exercise. I select strength as a category. You should think similarly to workouts here. What does this exercise mostly train for the athlete? I can provide instructions on how to do the exercise if I think my athletes need it. I can even upload a video showing the exercise or paste a link to a YouTube video showing the exercise. Then we have the exercise type. Exercises can either be sets and repetitions or duration. Duration exercises is something athletes should do for a fixed amount of time, for example, running or sparring. So I select sets and repetitions. I mark the box. The exercise has no load and unit because I want my athletes to only use their own body as a load. Finally, I select which muscle groups the exercise targets and affects. I select lats as the primary and biceps and traps as secondary. You do not have to select the muscle groups. Finish by clicking save. I can now reuse my pull-ups exercise as many times as I like. Back in the workout, I select sets and repetitions for pull-ups. I click save, and now my workout is planned for Tuesday. If I want to plan my workout again, I click in the calendar and select it from the workouts list. I can filter workouts by selecting a category, searching with text, or by selecting a creator. In Athlete Analyzer, you can share your workouts with other coaches and athletes you work with. I put in a few more workouts to complete the week. Above the calendar, you have something we call unscheduled workouts. Here you can plan workouts you want your athletes to complete during the week, but they can decide when they want to do them. For example, individual strength or cardio training can often be a good idea to plan as an unscheduled workout. This means you do not have to consider your athlete's individual schedule with school and other commitments. I click on Add Workout and select one of the Athlete Analyzer running workouts. When you feel that your plan is starting to look good, then it's time to share it with the athletes. Click on Share at the top. Select which athletes you want to share with. From Share, you can also share with other coaches, as well as if you want to collaborate. Maybe you have different responsibilities in your team. One coach might be responsible for the strength and conditioning, and one responsible for the technical training. If I like, I can attach a short message to the athletes I share the plan with. Back in the calendar, we can now see that the plan is shared by a couple athletes. If I click here, I can see which athletes and coaches I've shared the plan with. After I shared the training plan, everything I put in will show up in the athlete's training calendar. So I only need to share the plan one time and then can continue to update it over time. And before we finish the video, the last thing I want to show you is how to make changes for one individual from your team. From the share, I click on the athlete I want to work with. Now we're looking at Steve's training calendar. From here, I can plan workouts and events the same way as in the group training plan. I believe Steve needs a bit more cardio training, so I click on Saturday and select running intervals. This workout will only be planned for Steve. Thanks for watching. In the next video, I'll teach you how to do micro planning and advanced workout creation.